Good morning and welcome to Take Your Life Back Today show with me, Ralf Friedrichs. You know, many folks in the last couple of years of me doing this show have emailed me, texted me, or even called me asking me or saying to me, Ralph, I don't have an alcohol or drug addiction, yet I still want to know how to take my life back. How can I change my life forever? Well, in today's broadcast here on the Take Your Life Back Today show, we will discuss 10 things to do to change your life. And I want to give you a quote by John F. Kennedy. Quote unquote, change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or the present are certain to miss the future. Unquote, by John F. Kennedy. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to Larry Geist from the Geist Academy. Give him a call at 516-485-2741, 516-485-2741. Larry Geist from the Geist Academy. You can Google him at odysseyconsultant.org, odysseyconsultant.org. Larry Geist is an addiction recovery coach, a life coach. He will help you from your addiction to your recovery. He will help you throughout your recovery. Larry Geist will talk about the things that are here today. He will talk about the things that you will possibly want to do tomorrow. He will never ever talk about yesterday. Yesterday is gone. It's a learning experience. We cannot change yesterday. Get in touch with Larry Geist from the Geist Academy at 516-485-2741. When you call him, you let him know you heard about him on the Take Your Life Back Today show with me, Ralf Friedrichs. GlobalEyeglasses.com. They are focused on saving you money. Folks, in the last 6 months or so since I started advertising for GlobalEyeglasses.com, people have called me and asked me, how do I get my frames and lenses to fit properly, to look good? And guess what, folks? I will help you with your full frame, your plastic frame, your metal frame, your half frame. I will help you with your photochromatic, your transition, your polarized, your thin lenses, your shatterproof lenses. I will help you with your progressive, your line bifocals, or your round bifocals. I will help you with things such as your frame sizes. These are all available at globaleyeglasses.com, where they are focused on saving you money. And the great thing is if you're watching me right now, that means you're already part of my audience. You're part of the Take Your Life Back Today show family. Well, if you're reaching out to me for your eyeglasses, you will become the part of my other half of my life, which is my career, and you will become part of the globaleyeglasses.com family. I will guarantee you, I give you my 30 years experience in optometry to help you find the best pair of glasses that you can. Get in touch with us at www.globaleyeglasses.com and let them focus on saving you money. The one constant thing in our life is change. We cannot avoid it, and we must not resist change. The tougher our life becomes. Trust me, I know, because I was very skilled in deflecting changes in my life. We are surrounded by change, and the one thing that has the most dramatic impact in our lives is change. Change has the ability to catch up with us at some point in your life. There is no avoiding it, because it will find you. Change can come into our lives as a result of a crisis, as a result of choice, or by chance. In either situation, we are all faced with having to make a choice. Do we make the change or not? I believe it is always better to make changes in your life when you choose to, rather than being forced to make changes. We, however, cannot avoid unexpected events, crises in our lives, because it is the events that challenge our complacency in life. What we can control when we are experiencing these challenging events is how we choose to respond to them. It is our power of choice that enables us to activate positive changes in our lives. Acting in our power of choice provides us with more opportunity to change our lives for the better. The more opportunities we create to change our lives, the more fulfilled and happy our lives do become, my friend. Here are 10 things that you can do in your life that will change your life for good and forever. And for the folks, one of those 10 things, so we're going to make it 11 if you have alcohol and or drug addiction, because you need to make a change by admitting you have a problem. For the folks that don't have addiction issues, here are the other 10 things. Number 1 on my list is finding the meaning of life. Spend some time trying to sort out what is important in your life and why it is important. What is it that you want to achieve in your life? What are your dreams? What makes you happy? Your meaning in life gives you the purpose and sets direction on how you want to live your life for the rest of your life. With that meaning, you will spend the rest of your life wandering through life aimlessly with no direction, focus, or purpose. Number 2, create a dream board. When we were children, we would daydream all the time. We were all skilled at dreaming and visualizing what we want to be when we grow up. We believed that anything was possible. As we grew into adults, we lost our ability to dream. Our dreams became hidden, and once we started to feel like achieving our dreams, that was impossible. A dream board, which could be like a whiteboard, it could be a bulletin board, it could even be a list on your refrigerator, is a great way for us to start believing your dreams again. Seeing our dreams every single day on the dream board brings our dreams to life. Our dreams become real, and we start to have belief in the possibility of achieving these dreams. Number 3 on my list, set your goals to achieve your dreams. Once you know what is important in your life and what your dream life looks like for you, you need to take action and set your long-term, medium, or short-term goals. It is acting on these goals that enable you to achieve your dreams. Remember, your goals may change. Always be flexible to adapt with the changes and setting and achieving your goals as things in life change, and your goals need to reflect these changes. Number 4, let go of your regrets. Regrets only hold you back in life. Regrets are events of the past, and if you spend all the time thinking about the past, you will miss the present and the future. You cannot change what you did or did not do in the past, so let it go, my friend. The only thing you have control over now is you choose to live your present and tomorrow, your future. I had a heap of regrets that were holding me back in my life. I came across the balloon exercise and got rid of my regrets for good. What is the balloon exercise, you might ask? It's simple. Blow up as many balloons as you need to. On each balloon, write a regret, and then let the balloon go. As the balloon drifts off into the sky, say goodbye to that regret forever. A simple and powerful exercise that works and can change how you live your life. Number 5, choose some really scary things to do and then do them. In my wife's case, we always joke around. As we're driving on Sunrise Highway or the LIE, we see those people that are skydiving. I always say to my wife, why don't you throw on that parachute and jump out of a plane? That is something that she is terrified of, that she probably would never do. My recommendation to her would be to do it. This is all about you choosing to step out of your comfort zone. Everybody has a comfort zone. We need to leave that comfort zone. Public speaking is one of the most frightening things anyone can do. I was petrified of public speaking, however, and people that have seen one of my first couple videos would have told you it was like a train wreck. I knew that I wanted to be more motivated while I was speaking, like I am now. So I joined other people's guest spots, not guest spots, but I joined other people on YouTube on how to educate yourself, how to speak publicly, how to have eye contact with the camera, how to be more as a human. My first speech was a terrible one on my first video. My knees were knocking, I broke out a sweat, and I couldn't stop shaking, and I was clapping my gums. But I did it, and the feeling of completing the speech, even though it was terrible, was great, and I look back now and I smile. I chose to keep going, and now I don't earn a living as a speaker on my videos, but I do earn a spot in my heart knowing that I do help people like you. I am still nervous when I get in front of the camera, of course, but I get better at it. Put a plan in place and then go and do that plan. Number 6, start living a well-balanced life. Our health does not remain the same. Our physical, emotional, spiritual state changes as we get older. What we can control, however, is how we feed our minds and our bodies. Living a balanced and healthy life builds our resilience to the physical changes of our body. Exercise is the best way in which we can attain a positive and optimistic attitude towards life. Living a healthy, well-balanced life with lots of exercise is a lifestyle choice that, without doubt, will give you a happier, more satisfied, and fulfilled life. Number 7, face your fears. It is easy to ignore our fears and hope that they will go away. Unfortunately, it does not work like that. If you want to change your life, learn to master your fears so they can't control you any longer. Our fears are the only thoughts in our minds that are not real, but over time we have become to believe that those fears in our minds are true. It is our fears in life that stop us from living our life to the fullest. We know when our fears are controlling our lives because we feel discontent, dissatisfied, and unfulfilled. Once we face our fears, we take back our power to choose how we want to live our lives, and when we do this, we change our lives forever. Number 8, accept you. That's right, accept yourself. The only person who is going to create a change in your life is you. There will be times in your life where you will face rejection, and there will be people who will not like you that much. Accepting who you are and loving yourself helps you to move forward in your life. Number 9, live in the moment. Many of us tend to think that the grass is always greener on the other side. Often we get onto the other side of the fence and we find that it is not so, that it's just a saying. The motivation to change our lives comes from our desire to be happy. We are often so busy focusing on pursuit of happiness that we miss our joy of actually living in the moment. Our desire to have happiness in our lives is a desire of future state, not the present. We become so consumed with our problems and discontent in the present, we miss the precious beauty of the moment. Sitting on a beach eating an ice cream with your best friend or partner is a moment of happiness. Appreciating and showing gratitude on a daily basis is experience happiness in the moment. Helping those who need brings joy and happiness to all of us. This is what living our life in the moment is all about. Don't miss these moments because you are too busy focusing on your pursuit of happiness. Last but not least, experience the joy of learning. Each time you learn something new, you gain more knowledge, and the more knowledge comes from confidence. Learning helps us to be more adaptable and flexible in new situations. Learning encourages us to be more creative and initiative in our thinking, and we are therefore more comfortable with the unknown. You have a choice to make as to how you want to change your life, choosing to act on these 10 things, and if you are addicted to alcohol and or drugs, make it 11 things, because one of the changes is to stop at 9, denying that you have a problem and making the change and admitting that you have a problem. So what are you waiting for? Go do these 10 or in some cases 11 things and start changing your life forever. Change your life forever. Take back your life forever. Let's do a recap. And I want to do this quote. I want to repeat this quote. It is a strong, powerful quote. Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or the present will completely miss the future. That was by John F. Kennedy. 10 things to do to change your life. In some cases, there are 11 for the ones like myself who have an addiction to either alcohol or drugs. And one of those 11 changes is to admit you have a problem so you can take your life back. Number 1 is find the meaning of life. Number 2 is create a dream board. Number 3 is set your goals to achieve your dreams. Number 4 is to let go of your regrets. Number 5 is choose some really scary things to do and do them. Number 6, start living a well-balanced life. That means for the body, the mind, and the spiritual life. Number 7, face your fears. Number 8, accept you. Number 9, live in the moment. Number 10, experience the joy of living. The one constant thing in our life is change. We cannot avoid it, and the more we resist change, the tougher our lives become. Trust me, I know this because I was very skilled at deflecting changes in my life. We are surrounded by change, and it is one of the things that has the most dramatic impact in our lives. Change has the ability to catch up with us sometime or some point in our lives. There is no avoiding it because it will find you, challenge you, and force you to reconsider how you live your life. Change can come into our lives as a result of crisis, as a result of choice, or by chance. In either situation, we are all faced with having to make a choice. Do we make the change or not? I believe it is always better to make the changes in your life when you choose to, rather than being forced to make any changes in your life. You be in control of your life. You be in control of any changes in your life, and you be in control of taking your life back. Folks, I want to remind that each and every one that a sober today, I promise, will give you a better tomorrow. There's a reason that I wear this shirt. Look at this shirt, folks. And then look at the back. A sober today makes a better tomorrow. And if you start thinking positive each and every day, positive things in your life will happen. All changes that we just spoke about, all these changes, all only happen with small baby steps. Babies are born, they learn to crawl, then they learn to sit. Well, they learn to sit, then they learn to crawl, then they learn to walk, and then they learn to run. Well, changes are the same. No changes can be a mighty, huge leap. All changes happen in very small steps. Teach your children to say no to drugs and alcohol. One way to teach them, the only way to teach them, is by setting an example. Lead by example. Don't drink, don't smoke, don't use profanity in front of them. If you need to do those things, do it on the outside. Remember, you are designated by the Lord Jesus as the parent or the grandparent or the legal guardian to be responsible of writing the chapters in their book of life. Each chapter is a year of their life. You are responsible for the first 18 chapters, from 0 to 18. Write those chapters to include love, compassion, respect, even show emotion. Don't include them to have disrespect, hate, smoking, drinking, profanity. Do your job as a parent. Do your job as a grandparent or a legal guardian by doing the right thing, by leading by example. Remember, the children look at you as their hero, their role model, so it's up to you to make sure that you do the right thing. And then when they become 18, they leave the nest, and then know that you have done the right job. Don't let them end up on the Jerry Springers, the Murray Povich, or the Steve Wolko shows. Let them instead end up on the shows like the Dr. Phil, or shows that are educational, or make the news for being a hero, a local hero. Those are the spots on TV you want to see your children on. Not the Jerry Springers, where they talk about how they do what they do because they saw their parents doing it. Folks, start today making the changes. Be so transparent that people can literally look through your body. People always ask me, how is it that you don't mind talking about your past, your present, and what your future is? And there's one reason why I don't mind. Because I feel, by me being transparent, that I'm being honest not just with myself, but with my audience. And if I can do it, you can do it. I hope to God, no matter where anyone is in my audience, you have the best day of your life. You have the best weekend coming up. But I hope and I pray, no matter where you are in my audience, that you all have a sober rest of your life and make